My beloved, my chosen one, my child of light, do you feel the trembling in your heart right now? It is not fear. It is heaven knocking. Archangel Michael says, I just opened a secret pathway for you, one that was hidden for years. This isn't just another quick message. If you skip this, you'll close that path forever. That is why this is the voice you have failed to listen to. You kept receiving the same person from God in your dreams, in whispers, and in signs that you assumed were coincidences. The line is now very thin. God is very angry that you don't listen to him. Clears throat. Many times Archangel Michael has tried to get in touch with you. I am tired of trying to get in touch with you. He says, I have sped up time to get you here. Don't throw this away. This is not a story or an idea. Now is your chance. Depending on your decision, in these next few breaths, your life could either become light or full of regret. You need to decide quickly what to do. That's how quick this window is. Things will be different if you skip or show courage for 10 seconds. If you skip, the door will close. This is not something to worry about. Archangel Michael tells them, if you do, we will never talk again. I know what to do because heaven told me. Snorts, from now on, there will be no sound if you don't listen. Please stay and let your heart be fully open. You will see a miracle that has been put off for years just for you. They will show you that every prayer that wasn't answered wasn't a reject but a way to get ready. Also, I need to whisper this before I go on. Don't just pass by. Keep in touch. These words may have made you feel God's love. If they have, snorts, please sign up. No, not for me or anyone else. You need to stay connected to the channel in heaven where miracles happen every day. That's why I want you to sign up right away. When you click the subscribe button, you're not just following the page. You're putting yourself right where heaven's window is open. God hears you and knows that each subscriber is a soul that agrees with God. Don't miss this chance. Act now. Make sure you always hear the voice of God by signing up now. Do something easy that has a great deal of weight before we go any further. Press the like button right away. That little thing isn't just for this video. You are telling God, I am ready for your favor to flow into my life. Pressing the like button sends a spiritual message that says, I agree with heaven. I accept what God is letting go of. It only takes a second, but that second lets God's favor come after you in ways you can't imagine. Do it right now. Click like to feel the shift begin. The Archangel Michael leans in. You have begged for signs. My child, you cried by yourself at night because you believed no one heard you. But heaven hears all the time today, too. God doesn't want you to trip and fall. He's right in front of you. It's time to be careful. Right here is help for you. Now is the time for your miracle. The words that follow will show you things that not even your prayers could see. You won't know them if you don't stay. And that will break your heart the most. You are not here by accident, says the Archangel Michael. There is a divine storm of miracles coming your way, and your name is written right in the middle of it. For a long time, you felt like no one was interested in you. You thought that your prayers had been lost in silence for a long time. Yet God whispers, your prayers did not go to waste. Every single tear could be seen. Not a single sigh was missed. It was never because heaven left you that you felt alone. It was because God was saving your miracle for the exact moment when it would make your whole life different. This is that hour. Don't you understand? Says Archangel Michael. Because of this, I have been after you through dreams, messages, and signs. But each time you skipped, your miracle took longer to happen. You only have these few breaths and this short time to decide whether you will stay or leave again. You will not just lose words if you skip now. The one key that opens the door to your destiny will be taken away from you. If you close your heart today, says Archangel Michael, my task will be over and there will be silence. But beloved, tonight heaven will open wide for you if you stay and lean your soul into these words like they are water in a dry land to give you what is already yours. Snorts, the angels will change paths, hearts, and even the laws of the earth. Don't judge my promise by what you see. God says, use my power, which cannot fail, to measure it. Don't think this is normal, my child. Don't think you can just walk by it and come back later. There is no later. This is the only chance. I beg you, Archangel Michael. Pay attention to this. You only need 10 seconds of faith. You will always feel bad that you skipped when you were so close. If you waste it, do not leave me now, for the next words are not just words. These are the answers you have been pleading for. Do you feel that draw in your spirit, my beloved child? Not by chance. The Spirit of God is pulling your heart closer. Today is the last chance, says Archangel Michael. I have been following you around, calling your name in the wind, and whispering it to you while you sleep. I cannot keep this message to myself any longer. You didn't understand why things were taking so long for years. You asked why me? Heaven replies today. Why does everything I touch feel so heavy, slow, and blocked? Because the times were not right yet. But now the time is just right. The door is now open. Let's make this real first before we go any further. Write the word Ian in the comments below. Not just as a word, but as a key to your destiny. Know that heaven hears it as you type it. Your Amen represents your agreement with God's plan for your life. That is how you say, I am done running. Write it down right now and let it be the first thing that leads you to the open door. I'm not asking you to believe in me, says Archangel Michael. What I want is for you to give in to God's voice. Don't turn me down if you skip this now. You are going against what God wants. I need to gently warn you, dear. For those who skip this silence, there will be nothing but silence. Prayers that were not answered, silence. And angels' wings folded. Heaven was silent as it said, my child chose to walk away. But if you stay and think about these words more instead of running away from them, you will see what happens when heaven does miracles right away. Someone, something or an enemy will not be able to close some doors. Your fate is on the line here. Now you can't go off on your own. This message makes you feel like I have my hand on yours. Don't get rid of what God has planned for you. Have you noticed that the air is getting heavier? That's not fear, my dear child. That's being present. That's heaven coming in and waiting for you to say yes. This strange electricity in your body is because your soul knows what your mind can't explain, says Archangel Michael. You can only open this spiritual door once. If you don't skip this step, you will finally end the cycle that has been taking years from you. Heaven isn't a joke. God is not careless. My child, I want to tell you a secret. A bird waiting for the right time to land on a miracle. That's written just for you. That's how your life has been going. It flew away every time you weren't looking at it. But now, Archangel Michael says it's going to fall. You can do it if you believe you can. Pick one and say yes. Your spirit knows the truth, which is why tears are coming to your eyes as you read this. You can't fake that pull. That's heaven getting ready to help you. Don't move. Because you were scared. You built walls. You built a wall because you thought no one would remember you. But the next words will get right to the point. These are not my words. They are heaven's breath sent straight to your heart to tell you this. Archangel Michael says, I had to fight through layers of resistance, storms of darkness, and delays that never ended. Dear child of God, don't let a single doubt ruin all of heaven's work. Every time you didn't pay attention to a sign, the enemy said, see, they'll never get it. Then today, heaven roared back with his sword drawn. Archangel Michael tells you, no more delays, no more silence unless you choose it. You think skipping isn't a big deal, but pay close attention. In 10 seconds, you can change the course of your whole life by making a choice. This is the reason you are restless right now. Your soul knows that this is just a gate and gates close after a while. God is not mad. He is urgent. He is saying, do not take lightly what I made to save you. You have prayed for a long time, Lord. Make it clear to me. This is how clear it gets. You can see the burning bush in front of you. Beloved, if you leave this, you will leave the thing you were crying over at midnight. You will see that heaven was never late. If you stay and open all the way, your chest has held so many unanswered nights. My beloved, my chosen one, child of heaven. What had been hidden for years is being revealed today. What does Archangel Michael say? You have begged for clarity. You have sobbed into your pillow and asked, Lord, are you real? Could you see me? Are you interested? And God sent me to tell you the truth, which will shock you so much that your life will never be the same again. You believe this is just more writing on a page. Heaven is seeing you now. Though as you read this, each breath you take is a testimony that you were meant to find this message. Right now, the Spirit is pressing on you right now, making you feel like it is close. That strange weight in your chest, your heart racing, and the tears you cannot explain are all signs that your soul knows this is the right time, even if your mind doesn't. I will open the archives of heaven to you if you stay and treat these words as holy whispers, Archangel Michael. I will show you the truths that have been hidden from you even in your prayers. I will fold my wings though, and you will never hear this voice again if you leave. Stay connected to the channel of heaven. Sign up right now. Not for anyone else, not even me, but because you cannot miss another voice from heaven. If God is speaking to you this clearly and urgently, can you afford to miss what is going to happen next? You promise that you will not miss the next word, the next warning, or the next promise. Don't let another day go by. When heaven talks to you, but you are not there to hear it, click subscribe, press the notification bell, clears throat, and make sure you stay in the flow. There is a lifeline in every message. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Given to you is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose. Join the conversation and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. Snorts, as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our COF community, by doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I want you to take a moment to make a declaration that will reverberate throughout heaven. Write these words in the comments. I receive the miracle, not I hope to receive or maybe I will receive right now. This is not just a comment. A spiritual transaction is taking place here. You are putting out your hands and telling God, I am ready. I get what you have saved for me. Write it down right now and feel your spirit change as heaven responds to your faith. Now, do you understand why everything you tried broke? What went wrong in your relationships? Why did the money get away from you? Why chances died as soon as you tried to take them? You were out of alignment. That is why, because you kept skipping over the voice that was supposed to help you. Every delay, every breakup, and every night you couldn't sleep was leading you back to this. You can do something now that you are here. Either repeat the cycle or break it for good. If you stay, chains that you didn't even know you had will break, says Archangel Michael. Blessings will flood in more quickly than you can count if you surrender. Your entire destiny hangs in the balance right now, my love. This is where silence ends and miracles begin. At this point, you will either feel regret or be filled with God's joy. This is more than just a message. Even if you don't know it, right now is a covenant moment, a tie between you and heaven. Heaven will honor you if you treat it with respect. In fact, heaven will fold its wings and allow silence to fill the air if you treat it lightly. Please, beloved, don't let this go. You don't have time, even though you think you do. You don't realize how short life is. Chances go away faster than you think. Heaven's gates don't stay open forever. Right now, you are in front of one. What you do now will be remembered for years to come. Archangel Michael moves closer. I am tired of trying to get in touch with you. It is not that I don't love you. It is just that every attempt has been turned down. But God told me to try again. And that is it. This is the last chance. After this, there is silence. Can you picture not hearing heaven's whisper again for the rest of your life? It would be awful to know that you missed a chance. You will cry for the rest of your life if you skip this, says Archangel Michael. Not because God left you, but because you left him. You will never be the same if you stay. Beloved, you will know what it is like to be truly picked, loved, and lifted. They will not be able to touch the power you walk in because it will not come from you. It is going to come from heaven. You are still here, my beloved child. That alone demonstrates its power. Every second you stay, says Archangel Michael. Every line you let into your spirit breaks chains you didn't even know were around you. Even though you don't see them, angels are already at work while you read. Do you know what this means? Heaven doesn't expect you to be perfect. Heaven doesn't expect you to solve all of your problems. Heaven only wants you to stay long enough to get what was planned for you before you were born. You have lived for years as if no one remembered you. However, God wrote your name in stone, says Archangel Michael, and nothing on earth or in hell can erase it. The enemy always has engaged you in silence because of this. Which is why you felt invisible, ignored, and not good enough. Because you would be able to do anything once you knew who you were. You are starting to remember right now. Stay put. You are still here. That alone shows that you know this isn't like other things. Every breath you take while reading this is a choice, says Archangel Michael. As your heart beats, heaven waits to see if you will stay long enough for the miracle to happen. The enemy knows that your life will no longer be weak, confusing, or small if you can just sit still long enough to hear God's voice. Before the world was even made, a powerful destiny was sealed for you. This is why you have been attacked so much, beloved. This is why you had a difficult childhood, why people you trusted let you down, and why relationships turned against you. It wasn't because you lost your luck. It was because you were picked. The darkness knew who you were before you knew who you were. As he looks at you, Archangel Michael says, this is the hour of reversal. Let go of the things you're sad about and start getting what heaven has planned for you. Now, God has seen you get lost. He saw you give up because you didn't tell anyone. He saw you ask, Lord, why am I still alive, snorts, when you woke up in the middle of the night. Why do we keep fighting and heaven never turned away? Angels caught every tear you thought was going to your pillow, says Archangel Michael. That means that your pain was not random. It was setting you up for something bigger. Miracles can happen for the rest of your life. But 10 seconds of doubt and 10 seconds of skipping can shut heaven's voice off for good. He says, do you know that your chest is shaking at this very moment? That's not fear. That is lining up. At that very moment, the door to heaven is touching your heart. This is why you feel like your chest is so tight. This isn't fear. It's the giving birth. The last hour of giving birth is a rough time for a mother. And your spirit is rough right now. The pain you're feeling is not a punishment. There is a change here. Your faith has always been with you. But you've never lived it to the fullest. This is the last call. Heaven is no longer going to scream. There will be a long silence. If you don't pay attention, it's getting old for me to try to reach you, says Archangel Michael. It's not that I don't love you. It's just that heaven can't throw away good things. I will keep quiet if you don't agree with this. And you will always wonder why things don't change. But if you stay and pay attention to these words, great things will happen quickly. When you wake up, you'll have answers where there were none before. It will feel like scales are falling out of your eyes once it gets clear. You'll know who is on your side and who is against you. You will no longer be fooled by fake smiles and empty promises. Everything will be shown to you in heaven. Your way will be clear when it does. There will be changes that can't be stopped. Money that looked like it was stuck will suddenly come out. If you were with poison, it will suddenly tell you the truth. There are chances that came back even though they looked like they were gone. You'll know it wasn't luck. What happens when you don't skip? As soon as you stay, heaven starts to help you. An angel is moving things that you can't see while you stay where you are. Records that were buried are now being dug up. Some people can hear names they forgot. You're starting to see doors that you didn't know were there. You thought this was just text, but it's not. Now things are different. You have no idea how hard it was to get to this point, says Archangel Michael. Every thought that said, "This doesn't matter," or everything that almost took your attention away was the darkness trying to stop you. They did this because they know what will happen if you take this all in. You won't get lost as you walk anymore. You will know for sure that God loves you. The enemy is afraid that you will remember how hard you cried and asked, "Lord, do you see me?" When you begged God to show you something, this is the answer to your prayer. Right now, heaven feels heavy around you. If you skip, you're the one who closes the door. If you stay, you're the one who opens it. Take a look at what might happen if you stay. Small changes like phone calls and chances that appear out of the blue are becoming more noticeable. There is peace where there was panic and clarity where there was fog. Then all of a sudden, breakthrough after breakthrough comes in. It was there because you were there, not because you were after it. This is the law. An angel moves when the chosen one listens. That's why Archangel Michael is trying so hard. God has set a line in front of you, beloved. On one side is silence and on the other is hope. You can't stand in the middle anymore. There is something bigger waiting for you in heaven that you may not even know about. Your life has felt like a never-ending cycle of waiting, heartbreak, and closed doors. You thought no one would remember you, but you were actually hidden, says Archangel Michael. In truth, you were preserved while you believed you had been rejected. Heaven has decided to lift the veil right now after all the storms and nights of silence. Snorts, when God hides something, it is not because it is not important. Underground, diamonds are hidden. In the sea, pearls are hidden. Your life is treasure. So you, the chosen one, have been hidden. The enemy tried to change your mind. Used betrayal, loneliness, rejection, and loss to make you think you were like everyone else. But the fact that you were in pain shows how valuable you are. People would not have fought so hard for you if you hadn't been picked. Now, here is the truth. Snorts, your enemies did not win. You stood back up every time you thought you were done. Your breath kept you going. Even when you thought you were broken. That is why heaven trusts you with this message. Even when you were weak, you showed that you were strong, says Archangel Michael. You were not meant to be a weak tree. It takes a tree with deep roots longer to grow, but it lasts for hundreds of years. Your roots were driven deep by pain, patience, and struggle. So when you finally rise, no storm will be able to knock you down. The preparation is complete. The waiting is over. That is why God sounds so urgent now, says Archangel Michael. If you skip now, everything that was stored will stay sealed. The weight in your chest feels different tonight. Because heaven is pressing right on the edge of your life and the miracle is waiting for one yes. Dear ones, I want to remind you that heaven cannot make you do anything. You need to pick. It only takes 10 seconds of faith, 10 seconds of surrender, 10 seconds of saying, Lord, I receive. But just 10 seconds of doubt is enough to end it all. Do not take that lightly. Do not take chances with your future. Your future will change if you stay and stay open. Angels will move very quickly. What got stuck will move. What was hidden will come to light. It will all make sense why the past hurt so much. It was making you ready for the glory that is coming. Archangel Michael leans in closer, his voice overflowing with urgency. I am tired of trying to get in touch with you. Not because I don't love you. It is just that heaven cannot waste time. This is the last call. This is your last chance to show that you are ready. Do you know why God has been after you for so long? It is because you are marked. The world doesn't see it, but heaven's mark has sealed you, says Archangel Michael. Darkness knew about it before you did. Because of this, you were attacked so early, so often, and in an unfair way. The fight was never about what you did wrong. Your destiny was the subject of the battle. Every wound, betrayal, and heartbreak you went through was meant to make you believe that you were not worth anything. You made it though. You made it through. And the fact that you are still breathing shows that God never let go. Even if you feel weak. This is why heaven sounds so urgent right now, beloved. There had been years of waiting, nights of unanswered prayers and delays. And it was all leading up to this one chance, and ignoring it isn't the same as leaving words behind. You are leaving the reason you were born behind. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not just go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse. It is a living promise that shapes your future. The seed you plant today is not a donation. It is the act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open. You yet are still here, which means that hope is still alive, that your spirit is still reaching, and that the miracle is still close at hand. If you stay with me, I will not only protect you, I will fight for you, says Archangel Michael. I am going to cut off the hands that try to steal from you. I will show you the faces that smiled at you but were planning how to bring you down. I will watch over your house, your body, your heart, and your destiny. God has seen the fights going on around you. He has heard the curses that were spoken about you. He has seen the lies, the envy, and the jealousy. And now he says, I will not let it go on. I am not going to let my child be eaten. Not all delays were turns down. It was to keep them safe. Beloved, there was never a lack of silence. That was a plan. God should not have given you what you asked for at the wrong time. It would have been painful. Being with that person would have hurt your feelings. You would not have taken that chance you cried over. But God is like a parent. Even when it looked like He was going to turn you away, He kept you safe. And now the getting ready is done. The wait is over now. Loved one, take a moment to think about the past. You may have asked questions and been told nothing. That time when you cried so much at night that you didn't want to sleep. That time of day when you dragged yourself out of bed, even though you knew there was no way out. The Archangel Michael says he saw all that pain. It was all written down. You won't lose anything if you stay now. Why does God sound so important? Because this is the time when fate and free will meet. You will never be forced to do something by God. He's not going to pull you. He won't force you to follow His plan. But He will always leave the door open. These are the words of Archangel Michael. This is the door. Take a look at this. You choose to stay. You choose to let heaven talk. Things move quickly after a few days. There is a letter, a call, and a move. Things that you didn't think were possible start to go your way. That's how quickly heaven moves. Once you say yes, that's why you feel heavy and light at the same time. The weight is leaving and the presence is taking its place. This is a holy moment. This marks the end of your deal with heaven. In the space below for comments, write Amen again, but this time make it louder. Draw it out more. I am Alan should be the cry of your heart. With your Amen, you're making a promise. It's your promise to heaven for the rest of your life. Now, write it down and talk to the angels. Here's something strong. Don't keep this to yourself. Send this video right away. If these words move you or if you feel like something is different in your spirit, give it to someone you care about. People who need a big step forward should get one. When you share prophetic word, you're not just sharing writing by becoming a vessel. You let go of the anointing. You are making heaven come to someone else. Giving that anointing to other people makes it grow in your own life. When you help someone else make a big step forward, you get there yourself faster. Dear one, think about the past few years. Think about all the times you cried and no one heard you. It broke you when you were turned down. Think about the times you prayed but didn't think God heard. Pay attention to the truth. It was all used up. Everything was planned. It kept track of every tear. There was a plan for every moment of silence. All of the delays were caused by timing. Right now is proof. Once those doors had opened, you wouldn't have been ready. But now you are. Before we end, I have one more thing to say. What happens in the hours after you get this message is important. Watch out. Do not harden. Don't make your heart tough. Don't doubt again like you used to. Don't listen to old people who say this isn't real. Watch instead. Watch out for the little signs. A song, a number, or a word from a friend. A thought that doesn't seem to belong to you. That will be heaven letting you know what was said over you here. Those are not just random events. Those are the coordinates that will help you find your miracle. Putting up such a good fight is not because you are weak. Darkness has been trying to put out your fire before it could start because you carry something strong. Every attack showed how valuable you were. Every loss helped get ready for something bigger. Heaven was watching every night as you cried, waiting for the right time to say, enough is enough. It's time. That time is now, not tomorrow or when things are better. Because heaven doesn't wait for perfect conditions. Heaven makes them. That's exactly what's happening to you right now. Archangel Michael says, I, my beloved, you are not going back to who you were before this moment. Something has shifted. And that shift, though quiet, is permanent. One last thing I want you to do. Send this video to other people. Not just for the algorithm, but because someone you know is crying right now. Someone you know is about to miss their miracle. Their breakthrough is in your hands. There is more to this than just a video. When you share it, you are giving someone a lifeline. You are saying, I care enough about you to send you what saved me. The anointing on this word will multiply in your life as you spread it. The breakthrough you just received will spread to more people. Press share. Send it to everyone who needs to know that God is still talking. Beloved, God means business. Do not be careless about this. Don't tell yourself, I will be back later. You will not, because there will be no later. Not yet. Stay put. Stay put, because what I am about to say will not only help you understand your past, it will also help you see your future. Are you aware of what is going on now? The very act of staying here and leaning into these words changes your story. Every skipped message in the past slowed your breakthrough down. But every breath you take now speeds up what was meant to bless you. You are making up years of lost time in just a few minutes of faith. That is why you feel heavy and light at the same time. The wait is ending while the present settles in. And that is the law. When the chosen one listens, angels move. Do not forget this either. The enemy knows that your life will no longer be weak, confusing, or small if you can just sit still long enough to hear God's voice. This is why distractions keep rising. This is why there is always something pulling you away. Right? When God is about to speak, it is not random. It is war. And in this war, staying is the act of victory. You have stayed. You have stayed through doubt, through distraction, through every whisper saying this doesn't matter. And because you stayed, heaven has moved on your behalf. The record has been written. The angels have taken note, and what comes next in your life will be unlike what came before. Archangel Michael says, I have said what I came to say. The rest is between you and God. But beloved, know this. You are seen. You are chosen. You are loved with a love that cannot be taken away. And what heaven has declared over you tonight will not return empty. It will accomplish everything it was sent to do. We have reached the last second. The choice is made. The door is open. With one final declaration, I ask you to seal it now. Write in the comments, my destiny is open. Not as a wish, not as a hope, as a promise. Write it with faith. As you do this, know that heaven is bending down to meet you. Your destiny has already come to you. It is right here. It is open. It is yours. Before we reach the end, take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. He is extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high vibrational community where divine abundance, snorts, is not just a hope but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole, clears throat, life. If you follow it, you will not just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. And this is what complete restoration looks like. It means you will not just get back what was taken from you. It will be returned multiplied. It means the love you thought was gone will return in a form more pure than you imagined. It means the financial doors that were shut will open and the opportunities that felt buried will resurface. It means the peace you thought was impossible will rest over your life, not as a moment, as a season. A season that will not end because it was not built on circumstance. It was built on covenant, and you have entered that covenant tonight. That is why this matters. That is why the urgency is real. That is why Archangel Michael pressed and pushed and called your name until you stopped and listened, because heaven saw what was coming for you and needed. You ready to receive it? You are ready now. You have said yes. You have stayed. You have declared. Heaven has heard, and what has been released over you tonight is already in motion. If this message blessed you, please consider supporting our community through the exclusive link in the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, you are helping us bring these divine messages to everyone who needs them. Your presence and energy alone are a gift, and we are grateful for your journey with us. Snorts, take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you" on this platform. Every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer war. Share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now. Join the family and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step.